Hello, how are you? You asked me to talk about Ascension journey, and yeah, okay, I will start with the Ascension series. That's very important for everybody, especially in the times of Corona. It is very important because most of us have gone through some or the other catastrophic event in our life. In terms of jobs, in terms of money, in terms of security, in terms of relationship, in lot many ways we have been going through that, and it's very important that we have to realize that it is important to understand what ascension is. But ascension, the first step of the ascension is honestly awakening. And today our topic is going to be about awakening. What is awakening? People may ask. And awakening is just an awakening. You come to a certain realization and okay, you're awake. You have an alarm system at your place, and you just switch it off. You're in a deep slumber, you switch it off, you wake up, and you are awake, and then you see the reality, and then you start moving ahead, wherever you want to go. Okay, so exactly it's the same process, but what we are doing with our sleep and when we are awake is actually our soul that is still sleeping. Okay, our soul has not awakened, and that is why it is continuing in this materialistic world, which we call it as 3D, third dimension. Third dimension is the earth right now, where we are all occupied in the materialistic aspect of the universe, and we have been trained that way. It's just our training program. So we are going to be awakening from that training to something which is going to be a very different reality. So how does this awakening happen? It's the same way. The universe keeps sending us signals for a certain situation. So you will have a situation in your life, because you have to remember you are a soul that has come here to take some lessons, to master some lessons. You just don't get problems in your life like this. Like the term karma, it just doesn't come into your life like that. It comes for a specific reason. You have a problem, you need to master that lesson, you need to learn the lesson, and you need to master that, and then you move on. That is what you're supposed to do, but you don't do that. Okay, because we are it was there with us in our previous birth. Okay, but we don't remember it now. So how does universe bring that up? You need a story. The hero just cannot enter into your life, or villain can just not enter into your life. So you need a story, you need a build up, and the build up is your issue, it's your problem. So every time you have an issue in your life, that means that this is what I have to master, this is what I have to learn. But how do you learn that? Because you are sleeping. So you feel pain, you feel anguish, you feel fearful, hurt, anger, jealousy, dejection, rejection, all of those feelings. If you're feeling any of those or multiple of those, you are definitely going through a phase where you need to realize that awakening has to happen, otherwise you will still continue into the same pattern. Now, how does awakening happen? You have an issue, and the universe tries to tell you, okay, this is an issue, you learn it. But no, what do? We don't do it. We encounter it. As in, I encounter it. You have an argument, you have a fight, you have a difference of opinion, you lose your job, whatever is your issue, you just kind of work it out between your job and employee, or between your business and your vendors, or between your relationships, okay, with your parents, or could be with your family, or could be with your kids, or could be in-laws, or could be friends, or could be anybody. There's so many different aspects to it. You encounter that, but you don't learn the lesson. In your gut, in your heart, in your mind, that this is not right. The situation what you are facing is not right, but you are afraid to move. And the moment you are afraid to move is because you're still stuck up in the 3D, and the fear is grappling over you and is not allowing you to move past a certain situation, causing you therefore to stay in the situation, and then that situation comes back to you again and again and again. So we never move on in our life, we always go spherical. We just go spherical till the time we face our situation, we master it, and then we are ahead. So the awakening or the ascension is long part, but the awakening is when you encounter a certain thing, you catch that thing, you master, you learn, and you are out of it. Many a times it is just forced. If your universe has given you enough chances and you have not been able to wake up, universe just forces into you. So be smart and catch those energies of awakening.